Okay, so one thing that stuck in your mind from in the past was hip and shoulder separation. So that is measured once our foot comes down. Now, technically, it's once our hips get through. So I typically look at when you come in contact and when you plant. Okay, so when you come in contact with the ground, you have 0 hip turn. Okay, your hips are completely facing me. Your chest is completely facing me. The only thing that I see that has turned is your left elbow. Okay, so you are initiating your turn with your glove side much more than you're initiating your turn with your lower half. Okay, and we will talk about this in person, but this is the proof of what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, your move here, you could be moving a little bit more down the mound as you lift. So you could be getting away from your back leg a little bit sooner, but how you get after that isn't that bad, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. So if I look at this position right here, okay, your arm is a little bit early, but you're actually in really good positions right now. So even though you lack a little bit more early movement forward to create more momentum, even though you lack a little bit of that, you have really good positions down the mound. Okay, so your hips turned away, your shoulders are turned away. You get out into this position and you really are in a good position to throw the crap out of the baseball, and you wait for foot strike. So what should be happening right now is I see flexion here, I see flexion here, I see flexion here. So you're loaded in the place that you need to be loaded, and you're not using it. You put your foot down and then you extend, and then you try to drive your hip through. So there should be this big burst of extension in your right leg before you come in contact with the ground, and there isn't. While this is happening, I should see your left knee and left foot open hard. Okay, so right now when you come in contact with the ground, you can, if you zoom in here, your knee is essentially facing us right now, and then it opens up. And you still really don't clear your left knee. If I look at it here, you can see that it's still moving this whole time. You're really not cleared until that point, okay? And now we go here, and the ball's almost out of your hand. So a lot of the actions that we need to be seeing in the lower half are happening way too late, okay? All right, this is my last comment, and then we'll get some work in and practice it if we can with your arm, okay? If I look at the action, okay, now with the actual things that are happening, okay, so once you get to here, if I looked at this, okay, and your I gotta unsync this, sorry. If I looked at your legs once your hips got turned, okay, put it right there, and I put these shoulders on it, okay, and I'm realistic, this is what I should be seeing. I should be seeing legs that look like this by foot strike, and an upper half that looks like this by foot strike, if I'm being realistic. So there's still going to be hip turn after foot strike. Yeah. Okay, but we need to have more of it happening before your foot comes down. Okay, so by the time your shoulders or hips actually get turned, the ball's already almost out of your hand.